You're welcome back to Naka's World. So today we're going to be doing ching ching. Since it's Christmas, obviously we need to do ching ching. So the ingredients we need is some margarine, 2 cups of sugar, half teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of nutmeg, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 2 tablespoons of powdered milk, 100 mils of oil, and then you have your flour there. I'm putting in 2 kilograms of flour there. We're also going to need liquid milk, about 1000 mils, that's 1 liters of liquid unsweetened milk. So I'll put my 2 kilograms of flour in a clean bowl, and then I put my baking powder. That's baking powder, I said 1 tablespoon of nutmeg as well, half teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of powdered milk, 2 cups of sugar there, and then I'm just going to mix very well with my spatula. To make sure it incorporates in the flour perfectly. After that, I'm going to go with my eggs. I'm using 4 eggs for these 2 kilograms of flour. So I'm just going to go with my eggs, and then with my clean hands, I'm going to just rub it into the flour. Once I'm done rubbing it in, I'm going to go in with my 100 mils of vegetable oil, and then I'm going to be using margarine, about 4 tablespoons of margarine. I don't know why you need to use margarine and vegetable oil. I grew up seeing my mother doing that and my grandmother too, so I just do it too, and it gives me the perfect dough for ching ching. So you see, at the end of it, your mixture should look sandy. And then I'm going to go in with my milk. So I'm not going to be using any water for this recipe. I'm just going to use my milk to mix the dough until it's completely soft, until I can work with it. So I just keep putting in the milk and mixing until I have a perfect dough. So there you go. Once your dough is perfect, it means it doesn't stick on your hands, it doesn't stick on the pan anymore. So now I'm just going to cut my dough into smaller slices. I have my chopping board there. I'm going to use some flour to put on the chopping board, put on my rolling pin, and then I'm going to have a tray by the side as well. I'm going to put some flour on it too. So I'm just going to roll out the dough to make sure it is thin, smooth, flat and thin. I'll just roll it out on my chopping board using my rolling pin. So after doing that, I'm just going to go in with my little sharp knife, and then I just try to have an almost perfect rectangle. Then I'm just going to do long strips, cut it from top to bottom like that, and then I'll come down. I'm putting flour on my tray. I'll come down and just cut as well to just give me some square slices. You can do whatever shape at this point. You can do whatever shape you want to do, but make sure they're not too thick. If they're too thick, your ching ching is not going to be crunchy. So you need to make sure it is really light and thin. When we were younger, it was at this point that we used to have so much fun. Everybody used to do their own style. Just do whatever style you want to do. At the end of the day, when it is fried, we're going to keep selecting, oh, this is mine, this was mine. It was a lot of fun. Bonding time for the family. So you just take it off the chopping board, put it in your tray, and you're just going to repeat this process for the whole dough. You just repeat this process for the whole dough. You can be doing this once you have enough of this. Even if you still have some dough, you can start frying just to save time. See, my dough wasn't finished yet, but then I had enough dough to start frying. So I just put my oil on the fire, and then I'll put 1 slice there. Once it starts producing the bubbles, I know the oil is hot enough, and then I put it inside. Do not stir immediately. Put it inside and wait for a few minutes before you stir. You make sure your pan pan is on medium heat. So there, you see, that's when I'm stirring. After it has fried for a few minutes, I'll stir. And I'm going to be frying each batch for about 20 minutes to make sure, because it's on medium heat, I want to make sure it is really crunchy. Once it's ready, you feel the difference. You hear the sound in the frying pan will be different. It will start sounding like pebbles in the frying pan. So it's ready, golden brown and ready. I'm going to take it up in my strainer, and Christmas is set in my household. Bye bye.